All right, all right. We are back at the podcast studio. We're here in Belmar. We have two special guests. I have Brian to my left, and I got Rich to the right. They own and operate Belmar Tiki, and also the Golden Eagle Fishing is Rich's other big boat in Belmar Marina. So good afternoon, gentlemen. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Tom. Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Good, good, Tom.
And
How
Fergie.
are you?
We got Fergie here today.
Yeah,
We got a
Fergie's
special
here
guest,
today.
Fergie. So let's talk about Belmar and partying on the water. Is that the theme here? I mean, we have the Belmar Tiki boat. You have two Tiki boats now. I remember when you first were thinking about the first one, and now you have two in the water, plus you're putting two more in the water this year and expanding out of Belmar and into Brick and Tom's River.
Well, it kind of all started back during COVID. When I came home from Vermont, I live in Vermont in the winter, and I live in Belmar, and I work on Rich's Golden Eagle. But during COVID, the party boats were shut down, and I had no work, and I happened to find a job at the boat ramp, and the number one question at the boat ramp was always, where can I go on a boat? I don't want to go fishing. I don't want to go in the ocean. I just want to hang out and have fun.
A couple of drinks.
Yeah. So that's where we originally got the idea.
So it was your idea. You are the brainchild for the Belmar Tiki.
Well, everyone in Belmar will tell you that it was their idea,
Okay.
but we were the first ones to
Do something about this idea. Implement this idea.
Yes.
So now you guys have this idea. We're going to get a tiki boat. What size were you thinking? How do you think about making one? You know, there's some over by the River Rock in Brick. They have that small 6-passenger kind of tiki too. You know, not tiki 2 meaning like tiki boat 2, but more of tiki comma 2. So what made you what made you guys start to think about size and what it was going to do and how it was going to operate?
One of the biggest problems is finding one of these boats.
Yes.
I think we were always looking for something bigger than a 6-pack. And Rich happened to mention it to Lenny Forsyth, who works on the Golden Eagle, and all of a sudden we had a bunch of other people looking in, and we found a boat in Florida, and I flew down to check it out. So that just was happenstance that it happened to be a 45-foot boat, and that's kind of the model that we stuck with because It's been very successful.
And now a 45-foot boat can fit how many passengers comfortably?
It's all dependent on the Coast Guard. The first one is 35 people, but Tiki 2 is 45 people.
Okay. Is Tiki 2 a little bit bigger?
It's a tiny bit bigger. It's a little higher out of the water, so it has a little more stability. The Coast Guard actually does a stability test, and they determine how many people go on board.
Cool. Now, Tiki 3 and 4, are you replicating for the more passengers, or you?
Yeah, because those
Same
are,
spec.
Tiki 2 was built in Tuckahoe, New Jersey, which I never heard of before.
Never heard of that.
Sorry, but it's on exit 25. It's a cute little town.
Over by like Ocean City?
Yeah. No?
No. Yeah, I guess by Ocean City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
But,
they're like exit 25 or something.
Coastal Welding has been doing all our work, and
Shout out to Coastal Welding.
they're doing a fantastic
And
job.
you like the builds?
Yes, yeah. You know, we tweak each one.
Mm-hmm.
If there's something we see we need to improve, we tweak it a little bit, but they're phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, Coastal's done a great job, actually. You know, we had the first boat built last winter, and, you know, we were novice at boat building, as was he, although we have a lot of experience in boating. You know, we kept making changes as we went, and this and that. And then once we got the boat done, which we're very happy with, but, you know, there was other little things on the boat that you could just make things easier and more efficient. And Tiki 3, I think you're going to see that being with a lot of those little things that we thought about afterwards. So it's going to be a little more comfortable maybe. But you know, Coastal had some of their own ideas how to do it. And the fact that they're doing two at the same time, or one right after the other, but they were able to bend the pieces for the pontoons and all that all at the same time, which made life a lot easier for them. So, yeah, the new boats, The new boats will be pretty much same as the old boats. One of the biggest things that we have on our boats that a lot of these party on the water quote boats don't have is a bathroom.
If you're partying on the water, you need a bathroom.
We have a bathroom. And, our trips are anywhere from, let's say, an hour and 45 minutes to 3 hours, depending on what kind of trip you want. So if you're, just drinking, not even drinking heavily, but, 3 hours is a long time.
Absolutely.
Right.
I think that's a great idea to have a bathroom on the boat. So number 3 and 4, where are we putting these?
Number 3 is going in Tom's River.
All right.
Nelson's Marina.
Yeah, Nelson's Marina.
All right.
And number 4 is going in Brick. I forgot the name of the marina there.
Maniloki.
Maniloki. So it's
And now I was talking to Lenny. It's over by Windward Beach, right?
yeah, it's by there, but right off Princeton Avenue.
Off Princeton Avenue.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a great and nice, easy spot to get to. Like you can
Right.
get to it from 70, you get to it from 88 over in Brick. So it's an easy, and that's the Matita Conch over there, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's nice, easy,
Yep. Plenty of places to go. Plenty of
big open water too.
It's open water. And one of the greatest things about the Tiki boat, by the way, is Belmar's. Everybody says Belmar's River and Bay and all that are just small. Well, they are small for a boat like the Golden Eagle, which can't go everywhere. But the Tiki boat, we can get by with 2.5 feet of water, so we can go around the whole river, which turns into miles of a journey when you can float in 2.5 feet of water, which we can do.
Now, most of the people that go on the Tiki boat, what is it for? Like birthday parties? Is it groups? Is it bachelor parties?
Keep going. Everything you've just said.
So it's
every one of them.
So it's mostly group activities.
Yes.
Most of the trips that you guys do are someone secures the boat for them and their friends.
Yep.
Oh, for 3 hours or for 2 hours. It's not a lot of open boat like
No,
you're
it's
used to.
it's not open boat at all. It's not open boat at all. People all make reservations, but 90% is bachelor parties, birthday parties.
It's perfect for all
Yeah,
occasions.
just somebody.
All occasions,
We have no real
It's not-
reason for a party, but we need to all get together. We haven't seen each other in a while.
It's funny too, like when I talk to people and they're like, "Oh, I went on Tiki the other day." Like, there's and the age group is so different.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I've had 25-year-olds tell me that they've been on the Tiki. I've had 60-year-olds tell me they've been on the Tiki, and everywhere in between.
Yeah.
Again, knowing that Wingman has built the website like they see it at the bottom, so they'll tell me that they were on it, and it's like such a diverse group of people.
It really is. It's unbelievable how diverse it is. Yeah.
It's cool though that everybody has fun. Like everybody just has a good time.
They pick their music, they blast it,
and they put
dance.
it on they have the Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
Yep.
They just put it on. The speaker system is banging, and I honestly have never had anybody get off that boat and said I had a bad time.
Yep, sure.
Everybody gets off there with a big smile, and I've had so many people like, "Oh, we want to stay another hour. Can we give you a couple extra $100?"
Yeah.
Like, I wish I could, but
I got another trip leaving. I got another trip leaving in 20 minutes.
I got 4 more trips coming. I can't.
Right. Yeah, we got to get back.
Yeah, no, they're 2 hours.
It goes so fast.
It goes like that.
I know. I took my team on it over the summer, and we did it. Like, that 2 hours went very fast.
Yeah, we get a lot of that too.
Yep.
Team building from different companies. It's amazing how many we get. It's really cool.
That's pretty cool. So now the Tiki boat. It's called Belmar Tiki is its brand name, but now you're going to you're leaving the name Belmar Tiki when you go down to Tom's River and Burke?
Well, I think we're going to market it under the same umbrella. Like you'll have all of them on the website when you first go on it. But I think we're going to call it not Belmar Tiki, but original Tom's River Tiki or original Brick Tiki. So that you can just differentiate it from where they are.
Yep.
In Belmar, they're both, Belmar Tiki, one's original and the other's just Tiki too.
Yep.
Then there's the LLC name, and then there's a Coast Guard name that you go by. So there's really like two different names.
Yep.
So the Coast Guard name will be the
What's on-
marina
yeah.
that it's at.
I know you're not going to leave and go down the Brick to captain boats, right? You're going to stay here in Belmar?
I'm a Belmar boy. I'm not leaving.
He lives 4 blocks away.
Do you walk to work?
No, he takes his bike.
Take my bike.
There you go. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
no, that's one of the harder parts. Like getting a boat is really hard, but now getting someone with the type of license that you need to drive the boat. So we're working on it, and we have a plan.
So you got to hire some captains now.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And that's in the work. I think we got somebody lined up, and we can switch things around. But I'll still be in Belmar.
But the other thing about it is, there's a lot of people that kind of you say, well, do you want to do this on the Tiki? I'd rather do this and that, and then they get on a Tiki for a trip or two. Oh man, this is great. We need. Can you hire me now?
Yeah, right.
Right.
It's a different experience.
Right, right.
And you don't have to try to catch fish.
No,
your job is just to hang out and have fun.
Right. It's a relaxing experience. You drive around, make sure everybody's happy, listen to some music. We got this big thatched roof on the boat that covers about 3/4 of it. So even on the hottest day, you're protected from the sun, and you got a little breeze flowing down the deck, so it doesn't feel bad. And then
Sure.
there's another section of the boat that if you want to stand out there or sit out there in the sun, you can too.
Perfect. So now let's keep to the theme of partying on the water. What the Golden Eagle can do that too.
Yeah, and we do quite a few of them in the summertime. I mean, the Golden Eagle's a 100-foot boat. Its advantages over the Tiki boats is just going to hold a whole lot more people. It can hold up to comfortably, I'd say 120, 125 people, even though it could go more than that. But so we do a lot of those afternoon, early evening type cruises, 3-hour cruises on the Golden Eagle. And, a lot of Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. We'll leave it whenever you want. You want to leave at 4, fine. You want to leave at 6, fine. But 3 hours. And if the ocean is nice, we'll go out in the ocean and, I don't know, go up to Asbury Park or maybe down to Point Pleasant or Seaside. And, if the ocean's a little snippy, and we could just sit in the river, listen to music, and drift around in there for a while. Mm-hmm. We can't get way in the back like the Tikis can, but we can still do it. So that's the really differentiating factor is
Amount of people.
And
where you want to go.
Yeah.
You want to go down to Point Pleasant, or you want to go up to Long Branch for fireworks or for whatever, you need the bigger boat. If you're going to stay in the river and you're just going to hang out and be lazy and enjoy cocktails, and you have 30, 35 people, you're going on the Tiki.
That's right. And a lot of times the Tiki, even when it's chartered, it can hold up to 35 and the other one go up to 45. The groups aren't even that big. The groups are like 25, 20, 25-ish, couple dozen, maybe 30.
Yeah, sometimes the business trips we have, it'll be 12 people, and they're chartering the whole boat.
Yep.
Just to have more space and
at that point, you don't want to have other random people.
No,
on the boat. You want to have like a team
and
building.
And you can bring your own food, bring your own.
Yeah, we brought
booze.
sandwiches over. We brought some drinks over. It was a good time. We had the web team out there over the summer.
Awesome.
I think you were our captain.
No.
No?
No. I think it had been Maddie.
No, it was you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your memory's not as good as you used to be.
I never said it was good.
you were our captain. I was throwing that one out as a lob for you to knock out of the park and say yeah. But no, we didn't have Maddie. So
It was only a few months ago, Brian.
yeah, was that the end of the season too? Well, it's still warm out. It's probably September. It is good, Brian. That's all good. It doesn't matter. Just go. Take my word on it. So, what else do we have coming up this spring season of 25? That's we should be looking out for on the waterways of Belmar.
Well, the Tikis will start getting going in May.
Mm-hmm.
The waters, the Jersey Shore in April, when it's maybe 75 degrees in your backyard, it's not 75 degrees on the beach. It's about 50. So it's a little strange place in April. But once you get to May, the water starts to warm up, the tiki boats start going. That's the first thing. And then the Golden Eagles parties generally, Memorial Day weekend is when people start taking that boat for them. And like I said, we'll just, just some nights that we've done on the Golden Eagle, we've done 2 parties. We did a 4 to 7, and now somebody wants an 8 to 11, which is fine with me. And the tiki boat, geez, if we have a lot of reservations for the weekends already. If you don't get your reservations for the weekend, I say by June or July, you're probably not going to get a weekend, or you're not going to get a weekend time that you like.
Or you get Sunday at
you might get
3.
Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning, or
Now also the Tiki had a new addition this year, putting football on.
That's right.
Football and also music. We started putting music and free bagels and free mimosas on Tiki One at 10 Sunday morning. That really took off.
And people like that?
Oh, they love it. Yeah, we got Johnny Comfort, who does a lot of. He scheduled the Porch Fest. He schedules a lot of music in Belmar, and he provided singers for me every Sunday, and it took off.
That's great. And you're going to do that this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, are you going to put music and football in the new boats in Brick and Tom's River?
Well, we did music and Tiki too. We switched it back and forth. I'm not sure where we are on the football.
Sure.
That was mostly on Tiki too. So I know we had some real good trips.
Yep.
But it was a late start. Like even for the mimosa parties, it took a while for it to kick in, and I started late. But the football, we started even later.
I mean, it's a good idea and good concept. So now it's a matter of
right now it's just a matter of
getting them going and getting people to know about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's pretty cool. You go out for the 1 o'clock game and you're out for 3 hours. Come
TV,
back.
Yeah, the TVs are beautiful. They put the plastic up, so it helps with the wind. But I think it's just a little bit of a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we listen. This whole concept continues to evolve, and Brian had the idea of the music and the mimosas. That worked well, but like you said, we started it a little bit late. And the same with the football. I think next year that we can start promoting it in May.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. It'll do even better. But it's all the same. It all comes back to the same thing. Out there for a few hours, just enjoying yourself.
Just having fun.
Right.
Not worrying about what's going on.
Right. No. And staying in the river, you don't have to worry about getting seasick.
Yep.
You're not going to get seasick. Okay.
Exactly.
The boat barely rocks. In fact, half the time that I don't think everybody knows it's moving.
That's awesome. Well, this is great, guys. I love the party at the party on the water. It's a great concept. It's a great way for people to have fun and come out and enjoy. So before we wrap up, let's let people know where to find both boats online. So one of you give one website, one of you give the other website.
Go ahead, Brian.
www.belmartiki.com.
Right, you can find all 4. You'll find all 4 boats there, and then you have to go there and select what you want. On the Golden Eagle, it is goldeneaglefishing.com. You can make reservations for fishing trips, or you can make party reservations. You can make it all on the website. The website was built by the gentleman in the middle here, and they actually work very, very well.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for coming on today.
Thank you.
Thanks for telling people more about how to enjoy their summer.
All right, thanks.